Hello everybody, Mr. SLIN here. ESEA Intermediate for Team Fortress TV. Got Instant Breakfast versus Chazzle Dazzle. Instant Breakfast, the old HRG remake with Rick. Chazzle Dazzle, the old Weekend Warrior roster from last season. It's gonna be a close match, guys. Ready? I can feel it in my bones. We watching now. Beasley trading with Marmaduke Grills. Thorn taking down Chaz. Shooter's got to back his way off here. 3 players down now for Chazzle Dazzle. 2 players down now as Headcrab's going down in the corner. Short coming in now. Getting pretty aggressive here, and looks like Instant Breakfast get the first mid. Let's go over the rosters. We've casted so many matches between these guys before, but hopefully you know them by now. For Instant Breakfast, we got Marmaduke Grills, Thorn, SMI Chest, Short, Rick, and Thrill. Rick is hella flush. On the other side, Chazzle Dazzle, we got Chaz, Headcrab, Yite, Phaser, Beasley, and Shootus. Yite is actually playing Demo Man for these guys tonight, and Phaser on Pocket Soldier. And I think Phaser doesn't want to be on Pocket Soldier. Last I heard, he wants to be on Scout here, but we see them actually failing to hold last. Instant Breakfast did take out Headcrab, and they just rolled into last with that Uber. We've seen it time and time again, as we're going to go to the second mid fight. Yeah, both these guys should be making playoffs. I'm expecting playoffs from both these guys, but at the same time, this is a big match. You want good seeding when it comes to intermediate playoffs. It's a little bit different than invite playoffs, because in intermediate, playing the high-level intermediate teams is a lot different than playing the low-level intermediate teams, and you want to make it as far as you can. Short going to go down early to Yite's Pipes. Shooter's going to jump his way up and try and hold out that choke there. It looks like Instant Breakfast not in a good position. They're on the low ground. Chazzle Dazzle on the high ground now. Is Instant Breakfast going to push up the enemy side after their choke? Thorn getting nice 2 frags, taking down Headcrab. Phaser going down as well. 3 players alive for either team. Looks like Instant Breakfast are all the way out though. But they did pick off Headcrab. That's a big pick there. Thrill, the king of jukes, actually able to survive that and get himself out. Short's actually an excellent demo man here. A pretty close matchup. I would say that Short beats out Yite on this fight. Instant Breakfast have Chazzle Dazzle beaten out in a lot of ways. Most importantly, I would say, is their Scout combo. SMI Chess, notorious. Thorn as well, as we see him getting another frag onto the demo man, Yite. Just a little bit too overextended there, trying to take out Thrill. And it looks like Marmaduke Grills is going to get another one onto Shootus. I'm missing these frags here, but so much action from the flank of Instant Breakfast. And Chazzle Dazzle not in a position to contest the mid. They're just going to back right off there. Thrill did not have to use that Uber there, and he's actually looking to use it on the flank now, as the enemy team going to back off to Thrill's Uber. Thrill actually just coming in pretty aggressively now on the main door. Thorn, great pressure, taking down Yite once again. Yite having a lot of deaths. And looks like Thorn's gonna go down here. It's a decent trade there. Instant Breakfast still in good position now to try and take this and force that Uber from Headcrab, who just barely pops it with 14 health. Looks like Rick did have to back off with his combo. Nice job from them, losing, I would say, relatively few players trying to force that Uber from Headcrab. Unfortunately, they lost 3 of them, and they're not able to re-push back in to the Spire. Actually, they're in position to back out, playing the big door now, as Chazzle Dazzle going to be able to come through the choke for free. They got to watch out for that trap from Short now, as Phaser's made his way in already, jumping up towards that nipple. Thorn going to get another pick. Thorn is on fire in this match as far. Shootus down, Phaser down. Chazzle Dazzle going to back their way out here, and it looks like the Uber is popped by Thrill. A nice 2 picks with that. Oh, Thorn, another one on to Beasley. Looks like SMI Chess going to come here to try 1v1. Chaz does take him out. And they're leaving the demo man to capture the Spire. Marmaduke Grills able to jump into last and take down Headcrab. I'm missing a ton of action right now, I'm just realizing. As score is still 1-0. SMI Chess taking down Yite. That's a great pick. The no medic, no demo man alive for Chazzle Dazzle. And Instant Breakfast going to just chill it out, build up their Uber, and have a huge advantage ready to push last. Some solid play here from Instant Breakfast. Just so many frags. Just look at the scoreboard right now. Thorn is outpointing Thrill by a landslide. The guy is a monster. He's on fire right now, making SMI Chess look bad almost. And I mean, on the other end, look at Chaz. He's struggling as a scout against that scout combo of Instant Breakfast, and that's what's really doing it in. for CD now, as Instant Breakfast gonna move their way in on that right side. Great job taking down the heavy Sean Beasley. Can they get anything else? They got a lot of pressure on the doors, but they didn't get that much cap time. Now they're getting it. Instant Breakfast gonna make it 2-0. So Yite is actually Poner, who is from the WD community. You may recognize the WD tag as WD exclamations. And that's kind of, I think, where they get the CD exclamations tag for Chazzle Dazzle. Yite actually going on that big door, trying to fight the Devilman 1v1 Short, but he's losing, and SMHS comes in and cleans him up right away. Meanwhile, Short and Thorn go down as Sean Beasley and Chaz getting a nice couple picks there. Phaser and Shooters jumping in, getting great picks as well. Marmaduke Grills, SMHS dead. That's a full wipe from Instant Breakfast. Chazzle Dazzle with a great mid. I was looking a little worried there because Yite just went down so early. But the rest of the players from CD were able to come in and just get a ton of cleanup. The bombing soldiers were super effective as well. And Instant Breakfast not in a position to contest the Spire. Looks like CD gonna have himself a free Spire now. The Ubers are even, and we're gonna be seeing it sort of stalemate out before the push into last. Looks like Instant Breakfast doing a forward hold now. Sticky's on the main door, also peeking up that top side. Yite with some decent pipes. His pipes are, you know, his pipes are Yite. You know, is that short? Is Yite short for all right? Cause yeah, or yeah, all right? Cause his pipes, yeah, Yite. Nah, they're probably that's probably not what his name means. I have no idea what his name means. What kind of name is Yite anyway? Poner isn't much better though. It's almost the same as like 69 MLG headshot 420 Naruto. Chazzle Dazzle getting the Uber now. Both teams have it. They want to move that left side. Marmaduke Grill's on heavy. Actually, very aggressive. Trying to peek that lobby. Meanwhile, Thorn on the right side with a snipe. Oh, misses the shot onto the soldier. Shoot is very lit though. Does go down to Marmaduke Grills. That's on my chest, peeking the lower side. Not really able to get anything there. And looks like 2 players down for Chazzle Dazzle as Instant Breakfast moving their way in very aggressively on the top. Rick didn't see the soldier, and is gonna allow Phaser to back out. And meanwhile, good damage onto the scouts. He's actually holding out the enemy combo pretty well here. He's got so much damage onto them, and he has height advantage. He's gonna force the Uber from Headcrab. Headcrab's gonna be able to come in and block the Spire though. Good pick onto Rick. Can they get one more though? No, Thorn's gonna take down Chaz. That's my chest going down here. Beasley gonna try and win it against Thorn with the help of Shootist. That's a 2-man advantage for Chazzle Dazzle, ready to move their way in there as lol, Instant Breakfast gonna have a hard time defending last. The Demo Man, Yite, so aggressive. Shoot is gonna go down here short with a nice sticky kill onto both of them. Ooh, the synchronized scout medic calls. Phaser holding out the scout on the left side, and that's actually a bit of a threat, but no, Marmaduke Grill shotgun heavy takes him down. 3 players dead for CD. Chaz on sniper, missing the shot onto the Demo Man, missing another one onto the medic. I mean, he's hitting them for body shots, but I count those as misses because the enemy team now knows that you have a sniper and you didn't get those frags. They're gonna be able to heal back up and push their way in. Phaser is dead. He is gonna get the forward spawn, but Thrill gonna use that Uber at the choke on a scout. Nice choice there because it's gonna allow him to run right past those traps. Good flashing coming in from Thrill, but Headcrab gonna get her own Uber, and actually that's gonna allow Phaser to... Oh, sorry, is that Sean Beasley getting in there? Yeah, that's Sean Beasley actually coming in there instead and taking down Rick and Thorn. So 2 frags down for Instant Breakfast. Chazzle Dazzle with the respawn advantages, but Shoot is gonna go down here. Marmaduke Grills hiding as a heavy on middle. We're gonna see that in about a second or two as him on heavy is not doing so well. I mean, he does pick off Yite, but Phaser did so much damage to the enemy combo. Thrill went down in that exchange. Thorn on sniper is the only thing he can do to defend last as he misses the shot onto Headcrab. And it looks like Chazzle Dazzle are going to have themselves around here, just swarming their way in onto the point. Rick going to go down. Thorn dead. Good pressure coming in from Chazzle Dazzle. The shot's not really coming to fruition though. Chaz didn't really hit very much. Shoot is going to go down. And actually, Instant Breakfast going to be able to turn that around with the respawners and hold that off. Very impressive from them. Marmaduke Grills played a huge role in that on heavy, taking down the Demo Man, and also switched off to Soldier and was able to get some picks as well. So we see Thorn there taking down Sean Beasley. That's going to allow Instant Breakfast to recapture the Spire, and Chazzle Dazzle are having a very difficult time pushing into last. We see them fail push last multiple times. Yite going to go down, and that's actually a huge problem. No Demo Man alive means no traps at any of the chokes. We see Shootist though with a great pick at the choke, taking down Short. Meanwhile, Marmaduke Grills and the rest of the team moved through the flank to try and get their way into mid. Shootist going to pick off SMI chest as well. Phaser underneath the point, and actually Shootist going to start that back cap as Phaser going to be able to block the point here from up top on the nipple, missing the shot onto the Soldier there as Beasley comes in and finishes off Thorn. Beasley missing shots onto Rick though, doesn't finish him off. Thrill kills Shootist with the crossbow. A lot of exchanging going down there, but the net result is that neither team was able to get the caps. The back cap for Shootist just netted off with 0 because he had like so little health, he wasn't able to get that. And meanwhile, Phaser did die, but he did stall long enough on mid to get enough frags there. And now we see Instant Breakfast coming in with their own Uber. They did take the Devilman Yite, but the back cap now as a scout trying to happen now on that 4th point. Can he get it? Oh, just barely stopped there by Rick. And meanwhile, Chazzle Dazzle just melting away. There were just 2 separate fights happening at the same time. The back cap almost happened for Chazzle Dazzle, but no, Instant Breakfast gonna capture themselves mid and Thrill alive. Huge advantage. I'm seeing a lot of deaths coming in from the blue Devilman Yite. He's just having problems staying alive, and it's either failures within the combo to keep him alive or just overextending and just poor play. But you can't have your Demo Man die that often if you want a chance to hold any of the points, because map is a slow map, and if you play the traps correctly, you can hold the enemy team out and make it hard for them to make any pushes happen. And now we see Thrill with a 40% advantage, preparing to push last from the river. Quickly checking through and a cursory glance into the lobby. Looks like they do want to go that left side. Nice dodging from Thrill as they do pop that Uber into last, bringing in a scout on the play. I really like that. They have huge advantage, and Thorn's going to be able to do tons of damage here, taking down the Demo Man and the medic. Shootist though, killing Short, Beasley on heavy, so looks like Instant Breakfast were able to get that. Some nice frags coming in. Really, Thorn putting out huge damage as we see the end of the first half. The score is 3-0. But, I mean, just looking at the board, look how much work Thorn is putting in. SMI Chest not doing so badly as well. Marmaduke Grills, pretty good play from him. I don't think Rick is doing that well, but I think that Rick is roamer, so seeing him at the bottom of the board isn't a big deal. Meanwhile, on the other side, like I said, Yite is struggling, only 8 points after 3 rounds, and he's just having a hard time finding any opportunities. And Thorn and SMI Chest just know how to exploit the situations, get past his traps, and just really shut him down there. So I think in the second half, Yite's going to have to play a little bit tighter with the combo, make sure that Phaser can keep him alive. You can see that Phaser's having a decent game, but if Yite were able to come in there and assist him, get some decent frags, we might see a better second half now. As I'm going to quickly change over the scoreboard. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh my god, I can't click down there in time. Where's my mouse? It disappeared. I'm going to try and pause. No, I can't pause. Where is it? Where's the scoreboard? I can't change it in time. We're just going to watch this mid and I'll change it later. So the colors are not correct at the top, but we see Yite coming in. Good damage onto the scouts. Meanwhile, Rick taking down Shootist. Chaz is going to try and fight a scout underneath here. He sees Thorn trapped in that drop down. Phaser meanwhile picking off Thrill. Headcrab is dead as well. Beasley picking off Rick. Marmaduke Grills taking down Sean Beasley. That's my chat. Oh my gosh, it seems like every single player on either team got frags. It was quite incredible. And I can finally click on my craft board. Oh, I crashed! No, this is the worst. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on here, folks. Hold on here. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible, awful, no goodness. There we go. Don't look. Don't ruin it for yourself, man. Don't look. All right, there. The colors are correct. Score still 3-0. Instant Breakfast. Chazzle Dazzle getting themselves a mid, and let's see if they can keep Yite alive long enough to win the round. Thrill actually on Kritzkrieg. Not quite sure why he's switching over to that. I know both medics did die, but defensive Kritzkrieg is not very strong on any map. This is probably one of the worst maps for it too. You know, on a map like CP Process that we watched last week, you can get a ton of frags through large chokes and not have to worry about traps, which is favors Kritzkrieg in a lot of situations. But it looks like Short gonna come through the big door. Like I said, no, you don't have to worry about a trap from this angle. Missing the first 2 stickies. The 3rd sticky not doing anything. The 4th sticky not doing anything. Rick still getting a pick onto Yite anyways, but the Uber is popped by Headcrab. Still 3 players dead for CD. So Instant Breakfast still were able to do what they wanted with that Uber. I think CD just tried to sack too many players to kill Thrill, when all they had to do was scatter away from that ineffective crits from Short. Still, the man advantage for Instant Breakfast is they're trying to move their way in. Short getting a nice pick on the Phaser. Chaz dead as well. So 2 players down for Chazzle Dazzle means Instant Breakfast is going to be able to get some cap time onto mid and likely cap this. Yes, they're going to have this as well as a 40% Kritzkrieg advantage. So all eyes on Short as they begin moving their way through the choke. Got to be worried about Yite's trap. They pop the Kritzkrieg right away around the corner. Oh, again, a really shitty demo, you know, crits from Short. I excuse my language, but at the same time, Short is just struggling with that Kritzkrieg, and now we see Thorn and SMI trying to come in and get some frags, but Rick going down as well. 4 players down now for Instant Breakfast as Chazzle Dazzle cleaning that up and Phaser picking off Thorn. The soldier coming in behind, but Marmaduke Grills is not in a position. Oh, actually, what? Making me eat my words. I said he's not in position, but that last rocket just barely drops Headcrab, who made a mistake in the positioning. She actually decided to try and get behind the rock instead of moving through the choke. Marmaduke Girls was the only one alive, so if she moved through the choke instead, she would not have been in line of sight of Marmaduke Grills. Bit of a mistake by her. That dropped Uber is going to cost them mid. And I bet Headcrab's wishing she popped that Uber dearly now, as yeah, it looks like Chazzle Dazzle not gonna be able to recapture that. Shoot is coming up the drop down behind Thorn. Thorn missed that. I don't know if Shootist is in a position to do anything good here, as Rick is already pushing into upper lobby, lower lobby, and taking down Phaser. We see, yeah, Shootist tried to get that back cap on mid, and now he's just revealed that he's behind the enemy team. I don't think the enemy team even cares. Instant Breakfast just want to move in with this Kritzkrieg now. And we're going to watch it from the perspective of the Demo Man Yite to see if he can shut down this Kritzkrieg. No, so many stickies coming in now for Short. Again, Short not hitting anything with the crits. He's really bad with it. and Thorn able to get 2 picks still onto Yite and Chaz. Headcrab going to go down, Phaser down, and still Instant Breakfast are going to be able to capture that and make it 4-0. I'm a bit embarrassed for Short that he can't get any kills with the Kritzkrieg. Like, it's just, maybe he's trying to sticky them out, but at the same time, getting frags is like 20 times better. And the score is already 4-0, and I was hoping for a closer match. I thought that Chazzle Dazzle would have had a better performance. They had gotten a couple mids, and looks like they're going to get this one here, actually, as Yite getting some great opening pipes. Looks like Chaz going to be able to clean that one up there. Rick going down. Thorn finishing him off, though. And Big Thorn with 7 health, trying to make something happen. No, going down to Phaser. Short is the only one alive, getting jumped by 3 heavies. The pan is coming out, as Short is the only one alive here. 50 health, goes down to Yite. Nice plays from them. No one was capping mid, though. Literally everyone went to go bomb Short, and Chazzle Dazzle left mid, and now they're just letting their roaming soldier try and capture it, while the rest of the team tries to hold out the lobby. Short dead once again. Marmaduke Grills going down up top. Tried to snipe that one, but didn't get it to go. Meanwhile, Phaser taking down S on my chest at the door, and Yite doing a decent job here holding this one out. He's playing a little bit aggressively, though. I'm not sure I agree with this. He almost went down to Thorn there. That was a little scary. Yite's been playing pretty aggressively, and with the demo man with so many deaths, you can't really be affording to play so recklessly. Luckily, he does stay alive, and they're going to use the Uber into last year. Good choice to bring in a scout against the Pyro, as Short taking down Shootist. Meanwhile, Phaser able to take down the Demo Man. Thorn on heavy. Let's see what he's going to do. But no, doesn't drop down to the point in time. And Chazzle Dazzle going to get themselves their first round. The score is 4-1 now. Comments coming in from the chat. You're right. Headcrab has been milking the Uber a little bit. And, you know, I'm not quite sure I agree with that. Typically, with a large advantage, you want to pop it early. Make sure you don't drop anybody. She did drop Shootist, but at the same time, it still works out okay. Chazzle Dazzle now seeing if they can make the comeback of the century as Yite taking down SMI Chess. Meanwhile, Thorn coming in, great damage taking down Sean Beasley. Short gonna take down Shootist now. 3 players down for either team here. The medic Headcrab going down late in the fight. Chaz going down as well. Phaser meanwhile jumping in and taking down Thorn, but Yite he does see Short down to just 7 health, gonna get taken down by Phaser there, and Chazzle Dazzle gonna have themselves another mid. You know, the score on the top of the screen would be a lot closer if Chazzle Dazzle were able to convert some of these mid fights earlier. If you guys were watching Classic Mix-Up versus Chess Club versus AG earlier in the night, you'd see that, you know, the team that wins mid typically wins the round, and if you win these mids, you can't really afford to give that up and lose it. Chazzle Dazzle have won quite a number of mid fights, and they could actually, you know, maybe we could be seeing 4-3 if they were actually able to convert some of those. And now we're watching the defensive Instant Breakfast trying to hold off the choke. Marmaduke Grills hiding above it. Looks like Headcrab building slightly more efficiently. Thrill dropping the beam a couple times. Just looking around for players. It's not going to really matter much anyways. The Uber's even out. And it looks like Phaser and Shootist want to go through the choke. They're going to jump Shootist in actually to try and get the force, but Shootist doesn't get the force at all. And now heavy flashing coming in from Headcrab trying to save her Demo Man. She does save her Scout as well as Chaz taking down Marmaduke Grills. Looks like Rick and Thorn are going to go down as well here. So that actually was a pretty decent Uber. Instant Breakfast. Bit of a mistake from them. A lot of players for them at the choke on even Ubers, and Thrill just wasn't able to save that many players. And now with no soldiers alive, looks like Chazzle Dazzle want to make their way into last. Thorn missing the shot as Sniper. Thrill, nice surf onto the other side of the map as Shootist and Yite gonna go down here. So actually a pretty nice last hold from Instant Breakfast, but still, if Headcrab builds efficiently, she should have large enough advantage to re-push here, but they lost their Demo Man Yite once again, and looks like Instant Breakfast is going to be able to get some capture time here. They're actually pushing out with the Pyro. Marmaduke Girl's going to try and hold out the choke with the air blasting. And yeah, a big mistake from Yite to die in that engagement there and not allow his team to be able to hold that garage door. And so now Shootist able to get a pick onto SMI Chest on the flank and get good damage onto Thorn as well here. Shootist, good sequence from him on that flank there. Actually gonna force the combo back from Instant Breakfast. And now Chazzle Dazzle want to begin trying to make their way in here. But Shootist is actually taking a lot of... I'm not sure I agree with this play either here, but it looks like they're going to make their way in now. Jumping in aggressively towards the Pyro. Headcrab does have the Uber here. Both the Ubers are exchanged at the choke. Thrill trying to save his Pyro Marmaduke Grills, but Marmar's going to go down to Yite. Meanwhile, Chaz coming in here getting great picks. Thorn going down to Yite. Yite with the stickies here, trying to pipe. Oh, nice one on the SMI chest. So nice little 3K from Yite there. Meanwhile, Shootist jumped in and took down Thrill and Short. So a full wipe from Instant Breakfast, and Chazzle Dazzle going to make their way into last now. Full advantage for them. This time, hopefully they don't fail or don't fully commit and just build that Uber up there. We see Headcrab really wants to get in, but thinking better of it, I mean, she has such a large advantage now. They could have made their way in, maybe sacrificed the player with Short down, but they also had Yite down. So I like the conservative play call here. We see Thorn again on Sniper at last, but Headcrab, 50% advantage. This is probably going to be their round. Thorn missing another shot on the right side. It's not been too successful, actually. Thorn's been running Sniper consistently on these last plays, and I haven't seen him get very many headshots. We do see Short taking down Chaz. Meanwhile, the Scout coming in behind SMI Chaz takes down Shootist. 2 players down now for CD. And Instant Breakfast is going to want to win with their way in here. The Uber is popped by Chazzle Dazzle. And yeah, not looking too good. Headcrab probably won't even make it out of here alive as Phaser goes down, Headcrab goes down. But the back cap came behind. And actually, Yite and Sean Beasley came through the river underneath. Able to get that capture, make it 4-2. Chazzle Dazzle looks like they might actually make this... They might actually make the comeback happen. There haven't been many 4-0s leading to 5-4s, but you know, when it happens, it's quite the miracle, and this was supposed to be one of the closer matches of the week. We do see Thorn now looking to push aggressively across the point. Great damage onto the Scouts early on here as SMI Chess taking down Chaz. Beasley dead as well here, so no Scouts alive for CD. Meanwhile, Thrill went down in that exchange. Shootist going down with a nice... he did bomb in and take down Thrill there, so... Looks like Rick able to clean up the last 2 kills, maybe 3 here, as Rick looking towards that choke, but Yite's all the way out. Instant Breakfast has some nice mid fights. Really playing off the aggression of their scouts. I mean, Thorn has had good damage on the top of the point, and then SMI doing a nice job denying the bombers. Unfortunately, Shootist was able to make it through the air defenses that time and pick off Thrill, but besides that, still excellent play from Instant Breakfast. And we see Thrill now, 40% advantage. He's going to be on the Kritzkrieg, actually. I'm not sure I agree with this Kritzkrieg call because we do know that Short is really, really bad with Kritzkrieg. Like, that's all you need to know about Short, is that he just can't hit these shots. He's going to try it again. Big door. Let's just hope he kills something. Anything. Literally, he needs to kill, like, anything. He's missing the first couple stickies. Looks like he does pick off Shootist, but he's going to go down there. Thorn with the rest of the crits, able to take down Chaz. 2 players down for either team there. And that Kritzkrieg not too effective once again. And now Phaser going to come in, taking down Marmaduke Grills. Beasley going to push his way into mid. Thrill's only one alive there, really separated from his pocket. And he's just going to have to back out the choke there. I mean, nice job from Phaser to separate Thrill from Rick. I think that was Rick. I'm pretty sure that was Rick. Yite still loves to die in these engagements. Yite literally has way too many deaths. Just quickly checking the scoreboard. Shoot us at the very, very bottom of this half. Yite having a much better second half than the first half. Marmaduke Grills on heavy. Meanwhile, CD want to move their way into last. This could be their round as they do take down the heavy Marma. Shootist is going to try and get some pressure onto last already. Force the enemy team to the point. The Uber is popped very early on by Headcrab. Now the late Kritzkrieg coming in from Thrill. Ooh, disaster strikes for CD. Instant Breakfast. Nice job forcing the Uber from Headcrab so early. And then they just weren't able to make it through the tunnels and jump onto Thrill. And that's going to be a full wipe. Instant Breakfast going to be able to clean that one up there. They did lose Thrill, but still some nice play from them. That's on my chest. Meanwhile, looking on that right side, they're going to have a hard time actually pushing out of last because the respawns came in so quickly for CD. And CD, again, want to actually move their way in, or like right now. They do have a 20% advantage they could sit on. But I think they just want to push their way off Uber. And we see Thorn on Sniper. That we don't see very much off-classing coming in now. We see, oh, Marmaduke Grills finally switching over to NG. The Jag, yes, of course, the Jag is legal this season. But Thorn looking on that right side once again. Both teams haven't quite been building as efficiently as they could have been. They're now finally grinding. But Headcrab had a 20% advantage. Now she's going to lose it. Ubers are just going to have to even themselves out here as we continue to watch this round. It's been back and forth. CDF have been having a hard time pushing into last, but at least they're in a position where they get to push last. I mean, it's better than sitting on your last and just not seeing any opportunities at all. Headcrab almost got into line of sight with Thorn. Nice job from her to control herself. Meanwhile, taking down SMI Chest. The sentry's still alive on that top left side, still level 3, alive. The Uber coming in now from Thrill, getting great picks with it. Wow, yeah, Marmaduke Grills get some nice frags there. Thorn able to clean up a ton of players. Only Headcrab alive to try and defend this, so Marmaduke Grills gonna be able to switch off. What is he doing? He's pushing out his engineer? Okay, so he's not gonna switch off. Thorn's gonna switch off at least, but I don't know why Marmaduke Grills is pushing off as NG. Maybe he's not taking this match as seriously as he could be. The question from the chat is Jag pretty much an upgrade in 6v6? Yeah, it's a straight upgrade over the original wrench. I mean, it allows you to build your structures 25% faster, so that's a huge advantage, especially when you know, teams need to set up a level 3 before the enemy team pushes into them. You see Shootist hiding in the drop down here as looks like Thrill does have 50% Uber advantage, and Shootist was trying to get that to force, but he didn't get to go. He went just a little too early. That's going to allow Instant Breakfast to just buff their players right back up and push in 6-on-5 with a 30% advantage. Nice job by Thrill to flash his players through the choke. And meanwhile, Headcrab going down to Rick. That's a huge pick there. Just a big positioning error from Chazzle Dazzle. They didn't get their medic or demo man out alive. I'm so sure that they knew the enemy team had Uber. I'm not quite sure why they positioned themselves so close to the choke, especially after Shootist failed his bomb. So Now Instant Breakfast turning this around. They do capture mid. They're going to have themselves a free Spire and 30% Uber ready to push last. And this could be the match here, folks, as we do see a Spy. I heard the Spy somewhere. Yes, Chaz is on Spy. He goes for the face stab, doesn't get it to go there, and actually Thrill gets the Uber Saw. So now Thrill has the Uber. He's going to pop it in on 2 of his scouts. Nice job saving Thorn and SMI Chest. SMI Chest actually got dropped there, but he does finish off Phaser, and that's going to be it. Instant Breakfast going to win that one 5-2. Some great play from them to finish out the match. The match wasn't as close as I thought it would be. Chazzle Dazzle had themselves their fair share of mids won, but what it really came down to was just the ability to convert. They just weren't able to convert once they had the mids, and you saw them having, just struggling to push into last, failing over and over again, and that just allowed Instant Breakfast to push their way out and take that match.